This is some bullshit. This is some bullshit, okay? This is some bullshit. I'm just gonna say it, it's some bullshit, okay? Well, welcome back to the video, guys. Today we're gonna be doing a trade recap from today and also yesterday. I didn't really have any time to post that recap yesterday. I was working on a lot of other shit, so we're gonna go over yesterday's trade and we're gonna go over today's trade as well. So let's go ahead and go back towards yesterday's trade because I know you guys probably want to see that. So coming into the morning this day, we had an SMT with this high here. We were reacting off of this. I believe this was the new week opening gap that we were reacting off of. So we had an SMT. We were reacting off the new week opening gap, and then we were reacting off I believe it was an hourly fair value gap or an hourly order block. One of those two, but there were confluences, okay? SMT, order block, or fair value gap, new week opening gap. All right, we had this IFBG here, but that was literally right at open, and I'm not trying to enter right at open because you never know what could happen. So we have that huge displacement candle, and then at around 940-ish, or was it 940? 940 we put in the low, tap this NWOG, and then we trade back up into this breaker here, right? The high, the low, the higher high, lower low. So we trade into that breaker right here. Okay, and I was gonna take this right here, but the chart decided to be extremely homophobic today, or yesterday, and it was today as well, but it was very homophobic and closed all the way down here. And I couldn't even get a fill on the tap because it missed the tap. And then it missed the tap again here. And then sold off, hit the draw, and yeah, it's very stupid, unfortunately. But what happened here, we ended up closing through this 3-minute gap, I believe. There's a 4-minute and 3-minute. We closed through that. We ended up retesting it on this leg here. And I got in a long. I'm going to turn this on real quick just so I can see it. So I do remember now it was a 3-minute gap that we ended up inversing right here. So I waited for a pullback, entered right about here, and then of course it runs, stops me the fuck out, and then runs to take profit. Like 2 days in a row was actually insane. Like this is not normal for me at all. I'm genuinely shocked and a little upset, as you can see visually. But you know, at the end of the day, I can't make the loss back the same day. It's just my rule. I can't. Like I'll show you guys in a second, but this was the trade that I took. There was SMT at the lows. There was discount tap. Like everything was perfect. It was so beautiful. The inversion here, everything lined up. ES closed through it. Like it made no sense to come back down to this opening price. It literally made no sense to come below this candle wick here, just logically, from what I back tested in my data and everything that I know in terms of trading and my overall experience. So of course, you know, I was thinking about taking this long, but my rule states that I can't take more than one trade. And honestly, I might fucking switch that rule now because if every time I get stopped out, it just runs straight to TP, I might as well just take another trade and just risk probably the same amount or just a little bit less. Today, oh my gosh, bro. Today was just, I don't even know, bro. It was a great setup in my opinion. It's literally the same setup I take every single day, and it just failed. I don't know why. I don't know why. But what we had here, okay, we basically kind of sold off here, pumped up in the morning, retraced back to this bullish breaker. I don't just enter off breakers. In my mind, I'm like, yeah, it's probably going to test the breaker and continue higher, but I just don't want to enter on a breaker. It's not my model, not my strategy. I back tested just strictly breakers following the drawn liquidity, and it's only like 60 some odd % win rate for me, and I don't want to win 60% of the time. Although I know it is profitable, I just don't want to win 60% of the time. I'd rather win 80% of the time with this model that I have, right? So what happens is we put in this mitigation, right? The low, the high, the lower high, higher high. You guys should know what a mitigation is if you watched all my bootcamp videos. I'm going to post 2 of them today. I missed one yesterday. I'm sorry about that, but it's going to be out today. No worries about that. So we come back into that mitigation. We tap a fair value gap as well. If you can see on the 1-minute time frame, we tap this 1-minute gap. You can even look on the 5-minute. We tap a 5-minute gap as well. It's absolutely beautiful. And then we also have an SMT at this low. You can see ES never ran that 950 low, but NQ ran the 950 low. Beautiful SMT. We have 4 to 5 confluences stacked up. So we get this 1-minute IFEG here. This candle did close through it on the mini chart, but it did not close through here on the micro chart. So I waited for this candle here 2 minutes after that one, and then I got okay fill. It was kind of shit. I wanted to get a fill down here, but even regardless of the situation, I would have got stopped out anyways. I put my stop at 22,000 even. This low was protected. I could have moved my stop to here, and I could have probably moved my stop to break even here. So regardless, it would have been a BE or an L day anyways. I can't really be upset about anything. The only thing I will say was kind of off, I guess. Like, the only thing was the fact that the SMT, even though it was within a 5-minute gap, it wasn't like a swing low. Okay, you could see the candle that we took out was right here, right at what was this, 954. So we sweep the 954. That's the last candle wick that we sweep before going up, right? And you can see here the last candle we sweep here on NQ is this 950. So the 950 was already taken by this wick, so I mean it was just kind of all over the place. But in terms of the SMT, basically what I'm trying to say is that SMT was not a swing low. And then of course, if I did wait a little bit longer, which was, I believe it was this right here, yeah, this one right here, we did have a 5-minute gap here that we retested right there. So we retested the 5-minute gap, somewhat of a discount in this range. We had an SMT with these lows. You can see ES ran that, NQ did not. And then we did have a 2-minute IFVG, and then we tapped into it, and then of course that sends us straight to the draw liquidity that I wanted. So I don't know, I might adjust my trading plan. I really don't like taking more than one trade a day, so we'll see how it all plays out for the rest of the week. I'm sure the Thursday and Friday are going to be great days. We'll probably win those 2 days, and then all of next week. But it's just crazy to me, bro. Like, as you guys see on my channel, I post my losses, of course, but I haven't had a loss in so long, at least from yesterday and today. Like, I'm genuinely shocked. This is crazy, but it is what it is. It is what it is, boys. Can't complain. But yeah, that was pretty much the trade. At the end of the day, this is how you become profitable. Is you will take a loss, and then all you got to do is come back the next day, because you'll make it back. Like 100%, you're going to make the loss back. So my strategy works. I know that. It's got over 85% win rate. I back tested it recently on like 22 trades. It was a 95% win rate. I lost 1 trade out of like 22 trades, I believe. So, like, dude, it works. Stick to your plan. Even if you win 6 in a row, don't think you could over leverage because you're the shit. The market's going to humble you. Just be consistent. Follow your plan. And I promise you, you're going to make a lot of money. So I'll leave you boys with that. I'm going to post the other day 21 and day 22 of the mentorship, like I said. So stay tuned for that. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel as well. Leave a comment if there's anything you want to ask me, anything along those lines. So without further ado, I'll leave you boys with that, and I will catch you tomorrow for day 23 and also a good trading day, hopefully. Peace.